Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 7 of the AKSports podcast. Today we're going to talk more about the NBA playoffs and how things have been progressing in each series. We'll talk some of the injuries, some of the top stories in the NBA right now. Um, and then we will look at some of the mock drafts for the NFL possibly. Maybe react to some news videos on YouTube, tier lists. We'll just see how things go as the episode progresses. But yeah, let's start with some top stories in the NBA. The first being Jazz center Rudy Gobert was fined 25,000 for profane language. Um, Following Utah's Game 4 victory against the Mavericks, that game was really close. I wish Dallas won, just because I think the Jazz fall apart during the playoffs. But yeah, Lowry, is out with a hamstring, and Capella, he's back for Game 4. So we shall see how that goes. Caruso exits Game 4 with a facial injury. Van Vliet, hip exits early from Game 4. But they still won. I was surprised that the Raptors beat the 76ers. I thought the Sixers were going to sweep, but I guess the Raptors have something left in the tank. Scotty Barnes wins Kia Rookie of the Year award. Moving back to the 76ers game, Embiid has a torn thumb ligament, but he needs surgery to get it fixed, but he won't get it fixed until the end of the season. So we'll see how that goes. The Hawks Heat game 3 was delayed because of a suspicious package outside. It was tip-off was delayed by nearly an hour as police investigated and removed the package, which did not contain explosives. So yeah, that's what's been going on so far. Yeah, Ben Simmons might return here, like, some point. But yeah, let's look at the playoff bracket. I'll move this to here. Yeah, so Phoenix, New Orleans, Devin Booker was out. Phoenix snuck game 3. They're playing right now, actually, if we want to. I can. Let's see. Schedule. Or games. Yeah, Suns are losing by a decent amount. This is depressing. They're down 13. 6 minutes left. Okay, we'll come back to this by the end of the episode. See where the Suns are at. But yeah, let's go back to here. So say the series gets tied 2-2. Dallas series is tied 2-2. I wish they went up 3-1. That last game was super close with Luka being back. Denver snuck a game today against Golden State. Memphis and Minnesota being tied 2-2 is one of the series that I did not expect. I thought the Grizzlies were gonna sweep. But Minnesota's a good team. When Cat gets angry, he's pretty good. Miami, Atlanta. Miami leads 3-1. I would like to see Atlanta upset here because, like, why not? But I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Miami's gonna win it in 5. I think Philly's also gonna win the next game they play, the Raptors. Same with Milwaukee. Chicago might be able to sneak another one in there, but I still think Milwaukee's winning that series. And if Brooklyn comes back and wins in Game 7, that would be insane for KD's legacy. But I do think Boston's going to win the next game as well. Jason Tatum's been locking up KD. Some of the players that are really high right now, Jordan Poole's been going crazy for the Warriors. Jalen Brunson for the Mavs has been a really good step up. Tyrese Maxey on the 76ers, 21-year-old. He's going crazy in the playoffs. He's become a playoff star. Anthony Edwards has been playing really well against the Grizzlies. Brandon Ingram against the Suns. And Yeah, those are my top couple of players right now. DeMar DeRozan played really well in the game that the Bulls won. Um, but yeah, we're gonna keep updated with some of the NBA playoff stuff going on. But that's right now. My pick to win the finals is hesitant a little bit because Devin Booker has been out and he's out for Game 4. I'm not sure if he's gonna be back for Game 5 or not. He's a day-to-day kind of player. Um, but we'll look. Yeah, they're down even more now. Down 14 with 5:44 left. I think this is an L. It sucks that they can't win without Devin Booker. That's just like they can win without CP3 just fine, but without Devin Booker, like they're not so hot. Yeah, this sucks. We're really losing to the Pelicans, bro. We're gonna be 2-2 with the Pelicans. If the Phoenix Suns lose first round, it's gonna be disappointing. Whoever they play next round is gonna be a tough matchup. If we play the Mavs, that would be insane. I just love Luka, love Devin Booker. We'll see how that ends up going. But I think that's it for the NBA stuff. I think now we're gonna move to some NFL stuff. So transition to that. So this is a Chiefs mock draft roundup. So we're just gonna look at who the Chiefs think are some good prospects and who's gonna be good picks at each number. So without further ado, let's start this video.
The NFL draft is less than 2 weeks away, and with 6 picks in the first 3 rounds, the most of any team, the Chiefs have an opportunity to set themselves up for years of sustained success. So, let's take a look at who some of the latest mock drafts have the Chiefs selecting later this month.
Beat goes hard, bruh.
Let's start with a 2-round mock draft from ESPN's Mel Kiper, which sent Clemson cornerback Andrew Booth to the Chiefs.
I really like
number
Booth.
29.
Booth would be a great fit in the system.
Class. And according to Pro Football Focus, he's the most scheme-diverse corner available this year, meaning that he could contribute in any defensive coverage. Booth has good size and length for the position, in addition to impressive athleticism, providing him with the tools to develop into a plus starter in the NFL. Kiper has the Chiefs sticking on defense with pick number 30, selecting Purdue pass rusher George Karlaftis.
Hey, Purdue gang. Purdue gang.
275 pounds, Karlaftis possesses the versatility to play off the edge
Oh,
or
look
inside.
at that.
He's
such a good power rusher.
Bull rushed right through blockers. He's a tough dude too, and rarely came off the field. In fact, Karlaftis recorded at least 49 snaps in all but 1 game last season.
Ooh.
Next,
Forced
Kiper has
fumble.
the Chiefs picking a receiver with each of their 2 second-round picks, beginning with Western Michigan's Sky Moore at pick number 50. Moore put together
I
a
don't know.
monster campaign
It's
in
too
2021,
small.
catching 94 passes for
But he has put up
1,291
numbers.
yards
Respect.
and 10 touchdowns. He's as elusive as they come, too. Pro Football Focus has Moore the most agile receiver in this year's class.
He could be a good fit, but if he's there in the second round, I'll take him.
Jalen Tolbert with pick number 63.
Ooh.
One of the top deep threats in
He
all of
mossed
college
him.
football last year. Tolbert's 16 deep receptions last season ranked 5th in the nation. He racked up 7 games with at least 100 receiving yards in 2021.
That's easy.
And while he's a smaller school prospect, you can't teach Tolbert's speed and tracking ability. We'll wrap up with one more mock draft, this time from CBS Sports, which sent Minnesota edge rusher Boye Mafe to the Chiefs with the 29th overall pick.
He's nasty. He's good. You guys have seen him in previous mock drafts I've done. That picked him.
He earned the top pass rushing PFF grade among all edge rushers and National Player of the Game honors. This particular mock then had the Chiefs adding a receiver with pick number 30, going with North Dakota State's Christian Watson.
I don't think he's a first-round pick.
6'5", 208 pounds. Watson hauled in 7 touchdowns last season before putting together a tremendous performance at the Senior Bowl. Those are just a handful of the names being mocked to the Chiefs around the web, and if one thing is certain, Kansas City will have plenty of talent to choose from with
Ooh,
6 selections in the first
that
2
one
days.
is nasty. That was a good selection. I don't know. I'd like to see them move up and get Jameson Williams. That is just me. I know I've said that a lot. I just would really like Jameson Williams in that spot. Jameson Williams, David Ajabo, be my top 2 picks if I can get those 2. Or Drake London, or Garrett Wilson, or Chris Olave. Any of those wide receivers over Christian Watson. I don't think he's a first round pick, but I don't know. They do have him going pretty far. So let me find another video and we'll switch to that one. So here we have some film review on JUJU Smith-Schuster. So we're just going to be looking at some of the plays and how some of the routes he runs, some of the things he does fits well into the Chiefs system. So starting off, let me lower the volume here. So here you can see he has an inside release. So what he does is let me go back to, so he has an inside release and he just takes it up the middle. This is some of the stuff that we've seen Tyreek do. So let's go to the back. So right here, so it's an inside slant and he takes it up a little more. We've seen Tyreek run a bunch of those routes. So that part could definitely fit in a little bit. When Tyreek's in the slot, we would throw those to him. Having a taller guy like JUJU helps with those drops that Tyreek had. Tyreek had a lot of drops this season. Here's the next one. He's right here. Motions before. Just a quick screen out, and then he stiff arms the dude all the way to almost get a first down. There's this one. I've seen this one. This one goes a while. Yeah, right over his head. Just high pointed the ball. Didn't even really have to jump. Let's go back to that one. That one was. Let's try playback speed and go half. Let's see him. So he's right here. Ball's out. He just high points the ball. Defender isn't looking. And yeah, that was a great play. Now we got this one. Just throwing it up here. That's a great catch. High pointed the ball there as well. Just because he's such a big and physical receiver, it allows him to jump just over his defender and catch the ball. I believe he's down here. Yeah, down there in the corner. He just gets to the end zone way quicker than his defense. So, yeah. Just like, another thing with Tyreek was he wasn't really that good in the end zone sometimes. Either he'd be wide open or he'd be like doubled a lot of the time. But here as well, this is a deep ball. Down the middle. He's wide open right between the 2 safeties. So if we do get 2 double high safety looks like we have a lot with Tyreek, it's good to know that we have an option like JUJU who can get it right down the middle. Tyreek was usually on the outside, so he was like our X receiver. So when he would be on the outside, he could only take one of the safeties away. But when you have JUJU in the middle, he could take both of them away if he's 5 yards up from both of them in the center. So that opens up things on the outside for either Mecole or MVS and maybe Deebo Samuel if the Chiefs get Deebo Samuel. But it's another one of the plays where he high points the ball really well. That was like on the other side of the guy. We got to do this one super slow. Hold up. Let's go all the way back. It's kind of blurry with all the frames, but you can see it. He catches it right there. And he's in front. The ball is in front of 21. In front of his helmet. And JUJU catches that. So, I don't know, man. He's had a lot of great highlights his entire career. Like, he comes out with the ball. That is a crazy play right there. Let's go back to normal speed and still a little slower. We'll go back to normal. All this water on the camera too. Yeah, that was a crazy highlight. They're showing it in slow motion. how does he? I don't get how he comes away with it though. Like, oh, looks like the camera died. I will get back to that. Looks like the camera had died, so we're switching to the shitty old laptop camera. So yeah, moving on to some other JUJU plays. Once again, high pointing the ball. See, Mahomes hasn't really had a receiver where he can just throw the ball up one-on-one situation. Yeah, Tyreek, he can do that because of his speed, but he needs to like launch it so much further than like he actually needs to throw the ball because of his speed, so Tyreek can track it down. But with a big guy like JUJU, you're gonna have to. You can just throw the ball up when the corner is still on him, and his size is what allows him to catch the ball. That was crazy. But with Tyreek, it's his speed that allows him to get separation so that Patrick Mahomes can throw the ball. Don't get me wrong, Tyreek can high point the ball. He can jump higher than jump as high as almost anyone in the league. So Tyreek did that well too, but just having a bigger receiver like this who can run the slot really well and take some hits off Travis Kelce as Travis Kelce is getting older, like it's a good addition to have. Obviously, like we don't have that alpha receiver yet because our group right now is our 3 wide receivers right now are Mecole, MVS, and JUJU. And I think we overpaid MVS, and Mecole's gonna want an extension. So if we don't pick a receiver with one of our first round picks, or we don't move up to get a receiver, or if we don't sign an alpha receiver like AJ Brown, Deebo Samuel, or DK Metcalf, or even Terry McLaurin, then I would expect Mecole to. Or I wouldn't expect him to, but I would like to see him step up into that wide receiver 1 role just because of what he brings with his speed. I could definitely even see JUJU in that role with wide receiver 1. I think he'd be my pick for most productive receiver this year if we don't sign any more receivers or don't draft one in the first or second rounds. And if we do draft one in the first round, if it's like anyone who falls, I'm sure with the mock drafts, we saw that Christian Watson might fall or might go that early. In the second round, I'd like to see David Bell with our 94th pick or 92nd pick. That would be a great pick there. But I want Jameson Williams, dude. He's everything. He's almost everything Tyreek was with the speed and everything, but he's got so much more size, which helps him, which just makes him such a better prospect overall. See, that was just a great route, great throw. He was open, and then he outruns both defenders to the end zone, 99-yard touchdown. But yeah, I can definitely see JUJU step up into that wide receiver 1 role. Just his size. He said he's not making any more TikToks this year, so that'll help him definitely. Let's see this one. Oh, the toe tap too. I remember seeing this one. They ruled it out though initially. Pretty sure he got it in though. Let's see if they replay it here. Yeah, they do. So it was a bad throw. Catches it. Both feet are. Yep, both of you are way in, 7-8 inches in, and the ref called that out, bro. Come on. So, yeah, that's film on JUJU. But yeah, I think that's all we got for today. We're gonna go with some more mock drafts in the future. As draft approaches, might be doing it live. I'm not sure if I will be this weekend because the draft is this weekend. So stay tuned for more. I'll have a couple of guests soon. Finals are coming up in 2 weeks as well. Or after this upcoming week is dead week, and then we got finals after that. So it might be a little bit busy. Might be uploading a little less, but yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and y'all have a good day.